Welcome back to another vintage book review, everybody. And we have the How and Why Wonder Book of Prehistoric Mammals. And these books were very popular probably around 40 to 50 years ago. So this is one that I owned as a kid, which I had lost, and I recently found it in the thrift store. These are pretty old books. This is probably one of my oldest books that I have in the collection, and this series had some really interesting books, really great books. I'm still looking for the dinosaurs version of this, but really cool, scientific, all different all different themes. And these were really great books for kids growing up to learn about, many of these things. And back then we didn't have the internet, so it was either encyclopedias or books like this that we got our information from. So let's have a look at this. And this is quite old, and it's in the 60s, I'm pretty sure. Look, you can see how old this book is. Look at the staples, it's all rusted. And again, no copyright intended. All that work belongs to the owners. I don't think even their copyright would be valid like 50 years later. But anyway, we'll still say it. 1962. This is a really old book. Geez, 1962. Wow. And you can just see from, it's a product of its time. The pages have yellowed, all sorts, but great information. Retro. And here we've got like a timeline of life, all the different periods. And you still get to see the classic Brontosaurus and upright T-Rex, lizard-like Dimetrodon, all the vintage goodness. So back in the day, as a kid, if you had a project or so forth, so much really good information in these books. I remember doing projects when I was young, and we had encyclopedias, Britannica, and you might want to do something on dinosaurs, for example, but there only might be 3 pages in the whole encyclopedia. So it's really good to, or back in the day when they made books like this, and you can get all the information, and you could really create a really interesting project. So we've got some fossils. A bit hard to turn the pages of this one. Some amazing artwork. They've got like a forest fire going on there. All hand-drawn art. Really good stuff. I'm sure this would bring back a lot of memories to people. That's a nice little bit of artwork there. We've got the Cambrian, Silurian seas, Cambrian Sea, Devonian Sea, and Lower Devonian landscape. That's when obviously plants started to colonize, I think. So what I like about the book, it gives some basic information about life before the rise of mammals. And look, we're already 20 pages in, and we've got all this great information and about all sorts of stuff, amphibians and reptiles, and all sorts of stuff. You just get a little bit of information about dinosaurs here, and marine reptiles and so forth. Great stuff. In Age of Mammals, and really good stuff. Yeah, platypus. That's again in Australia, where I'm from. They're venomous actually. They've got like a spike that can poison you pretty badly. Nice and crispy pages, love it. So a mix of beautiful black and white and colored pictures. And I like the fact that it breaks down the names of the creatures to pronounce them easier for kids. Even though I'm an adult and I butcher these names all the time, I just love when books have these to make it easier to pronounce them, because I really struggle with the Latin. These pages kind of coming off the seams. We'll carry on, and here we go. We've got some beautiful prehistoric mammals. What a awesome antlers on that creature. Giant sloths and so forth. A lot of the famous mammals we can see. Ice Age creatures. A bit of evolution on horses and all the different types of elephants, and even some camels, believe it or not. And that's about it. Not much to it. How many pages? Nearly 50 pages. Short and sweet. Great book. I will pick up the dinosaurs one when I come across it. I have seen it on eBay, but I will definitely pick it up. But a great little book. Really, really great content. A lot of information, a lot of text. These books were really, really awesome, and I remember reading many of the other ones as well. I used to borrow from the library as a kid. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you own this one or borrowed it from the library, and I'll see you all next time.